Well, Moonfire Fair was fun, but you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to take a nice little cannon ride. And also ride the damn water slide. Yeah, the cannon's about what you can expect. Just launches you out into the water. I didn't want to go back and splice this into the Moonfire Fair episode. I felt it was fine as is. Alright then, let's go ahead and ride the water slide, and then we are off to do our actual stuff for today. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where it is time for more side questing. Alright, so what are we doing today? Well, starting off, we've got our minion roulette giving us the wind-up Aldgoat, hello there. And today we are doing 15 more side quests in the Churning Mists. 15, because good God does this area have so many side quests. Starting off here in, how do I keep forgetting the name? Zenith, with the Unmaneuvering Moogle. Nuts, says the Unmaneuvering Moogle. I've really gone and done it this time, Kupo. I was merrily making my way through Old Town when a bladed Vinegaroon started to chase me. I was so scared I dropped my nuts. I was carrying 5 Koopa nuts, but now I've got none. Please find them for me, Kupo. I'm nothing without my nuts. Good for you. And your unintentional innuendo. God, I hope it's unintentional. Okay, so you said you dropped 5 of them? Looks like they're all just scattered around over here. Not too bad to collect. Though, how did you scatter them so widely? Did you just drop them as you ran? In which case, I guess you were weaving back and forth trying to shake the Vinegaroon. Which one was it? This one? Is that the one that pissed you off, or scared you rather? Or was it that one, maybe? Ah, there's our last nut. Oh, goodness. You get off of me. I don't need you harassing me and making me also drop the Koopa nuts. There we go. Got our Koopa nuts, now back we go to the Unmaneuvering Moogle. There you are, friend, I bring you Koopa nuts. Are those my nuts you're holding in your hand, adventure? All 5 of them? Please shut up. A large Koopa nut dropped by the Unmaneuvering Moogle. Got him, all 5 of them. My nuts, my beautiful nuts. I'd recognize those Koopa nuts anywhere, Koopo. Thank you, adventure, you're a lifesaver. Why, when I realized I'd lost my nuts, I was so upset I nearly pulled off my pom-pom. That would not have been great, would it? And you've got a follow-up. The Unmaneuvering Moogle has birds on the brain. A lot of wild birds make their nests up in the heights of Zenith, and this year's flock is finally fledged. I hope they come back someday, Kupo, but until then we've got a pile of empty nests to deal with. Those big stacks of sticks, feathers, and half-chewed bug bits aren't exactly in keeping with the beauty of the place. Will you help me clear them away, Kupo? The birds like to build them in the very highest places, so take care you don't fall. Oh, this one might actually require us to have... Nope! Again, worst goddamn mount in the entire game. I genuinely hate the Rising Phoenix. But this is one that's going to require us to have flight, isn't it? Yeah, I'm increasingly glad that I decided to just go ahead and get flight right away. Oh, they're very high up there. Very, very high up there. Very high up here. Goodness. Alright, where's the rest? We got one here. I'm willing to bet there's 3 here and then 2 more up even higher. Or maybe I am wrong? Well, I'm sure not seeing any more on this level. Aha! Did I call it exactly, or what? Now, what would be really funny if there actually was a way to get all the way up here without flight. It's not impossible. This game loves its jumping puzzles. They could easily set up a jumping puzzle to get all the way up there. I just don't think they did. Alright, there you are, maneuvering Moogle. I bring you nests. How goes the cleaning effort, Koopo? Have you managed to clear up all the nests yet? I have. An abundance of molted down in this empty nest suggests that its former inhabitants grew large enough to set out on their own. Thanks for your help, Koopo. Just between you and me, I've heard that you can make a tasty soup out of bird's nests. When I get back to Moghome, I'm going to boil them up with a few fresh Koopo nuts. Do you think I should leave in the half-chewed bug bits or scrape them out? I have no strong opinions one way or the other on your food. Ooh, which one do we want? Critical hit's usually a pretty reliably good buff to get on your food buffs. Impatient Moogle, you're up next. The Impatient Moogle has set it up to here with the local wildlife. Have you seen those bladed vinegaroons loitering around just beyond that pass, Koopo? Well, I have, enough to last me a lifetime, in fact. They're making it impossible to travel through Old Town unmolested. Could you get rid of 4 of them for me? Alright, time to go slaying some bladed vinegaroons. You want him to kill 4 of these things? Doesn't sound too bad. They're not particularly tough, though playing as a healer is certainly going to make this take longer. I'll have to refresh Juniper's uptime with another one of my Gissel Greens. Alright, I'll go ahead and kill the rest myself, and then I'll meet you back with the Moogle. Alright, good news for you, Impatient Moogle. The vinegaroons are largely dead. Thank you, Adventure. Now I can relax a little, but only a little, Koopo. Those vinegaroons are always chasing after us, Moogle, snapping their bladed jaws and swinging their bladed tails. If I wasn't here to scare them away, this place would be a few pom-poms short of a picnic. Yeah, you scared the boy. One more from you. The Impatient Moogle appears to have reached the end of his tether. Oh, Adventure, it's awful, it's terrible, it's infuriating, Koopo. My 3 young charges have flown off into the wild wastes of Oltan. They've been watching you adventurers heading over there to face the dragons, and the reckless little rascals thought to try it for themselves, Koopo. Please, Adventure, you've got to bring them back before it's too late. Oh, yes, that is not good at all. Young Moogles? Young Mooglettes? Now, what do you call a young Moogle? A Mooglette is my instinct? Yeah, they are probably not in any fit shape to be fighting dragons. Let's go track them down. There we go. I can't go on, Koopo. It's so scary out here. I don't know how you adventurers do it. He asked you to bring me back to Zenith? You don't have to tell me twice. I'm gonna fly back as fast as my wings will carry me. I would just like to remind you, Moogles, that the fact that you're going on without me means you could have done it on your own. They simply need some reassurance that I am right behind them to help in case they need it. No. No. Go away, Weaver. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna use Collective Unconscious. Give myself a nice couple of buffs. And get right back to casting. Sure, holding that Collective Unconscious longer will make it more effective, but that's more useful in a party. I just need a quick boost of buff. Koopo, it's a real-life adventure. I bet you're not tired at all, are you? I'm so pooped I can barely lift my pom-pom. I think I'm gonna have to call it a day. Alright, you get home safe. One more. Where can they be found? Ah, there you are. Kupo, Kupo, Kupo! Isn't adventuring fun? There are dragons everywhere, but I'm not scared at all. The next time I go on an adventure, I'm gonna pull one's tail. No, 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 no. Do not do that. Okay, well the good news is they're all going home safe. And now we can get back as well. I believe that'll be all the side quests for the Zenith area. Nearly everything left is going to be back in Asa. Though I think I might continue cleaning up the scattered side quests around the, just around the map first before we go to Asa. Thank you for bringing them back from that dreadful place, Adventure. It's a wonder the fluff-headed fools didn't get themselves eaten, Kupo. Do you hear me? I've had about as much of your nonsense as I'm going to take, Kupo. No more adventures, alright? But how are we ever going to become adventurers if you don't let us practice? Kupo, come back here, Kupo! Well, best of luck to all of you. Young ones, don't get yourselves killed. Older one, best of luck keeping them safe. Let's go after this one next. Seedy business. It's gonna be... We've taken that path before. I believe it was for fishing that we took this path. Alright, now arriving with a meticulous Moogle. This green-fingered Moogle is fluttering flusteredly. It's such a terrible waste, Kupo. New plants have sprouted to the northwest, but the area is home to all kinds of mean monsters just looking to make a snack out of a Moogle. If no one harvests them soon, they're like to wilt away into nothing. Could you go and pick them for me? About 3 should do. It'd be a shame to let them just waste away. Sure, I can snag some plants for you. And discovered a new location up here. Neat. Hey, no, oh goodness. Go away, Golem. There we go. Alright, let's grab ourselves some whistleberry seedlings. We got 1, 2, and 3's over there. Okay, we'll have to be careful of the golem so we don't get into another fight that we don't want to have to deal with. There we go, perfect. All the witnesses are dead. That is a horrifying thing to say. I mean, the only one who saw us is in fact dead, so... I bring you seeds! I'm worried the seedlings may have already started shriveling up for lack of proper care. Did you manage to pick some up for me, Kupo? I did. Only 2 tiny sets of leaves have yet to form on the seedling that, when fully grown, will still only measure 2 or 3 elms tall. Ah yes, these are exactly the seedlings I was looking for. I'll plant these in a safer space, and maybe one day I might have a whole garden of my own. Best of luck with that! Alright, next up, let's head this way. Hello there, malingering Moogle! What do you got for me? This malingering Moogle looks all tuckered out. I can't go on much longer, Kupo. I've been flapping my wings off all day and trying to escape these irritating dragonettes. They seem to be fascinated by Moogles and won't stop following me around. Their numbers just keep growing. There's no choice now but to thin the crowd a bit. If you were to give the dragon pups a bit of a thrashing, that'd teach them not to harass a poor Moogle, Kupo. Okay, but are they attacking you? Or are they just pestering you? I mean, I can deal with them, but I don't feel particularly great killing baby dragons. They're not exactly involved in the whole war yet. They haven't exactly attacked any Ishgardians. All they're doing is following you around, it sounds like? Yeah, I don't feel great about this, but sure, I'll do it. We're just gonna say we are attacking them just enough to scare them off. Not actually killing them, just scaring them away a bit. Okay, and then we still need to get one more after these two. Looks like that way's gonna be our best direction to go. There we go. Gotcha. Drag you on over. And we are good. Alright, malingering Moogle, good news. You should be safe to get out of here. Finally, the pests bother me no longer. Maybe next time the Dragonettes won't be so bold. As cute as Moogles are, and we are cute, that doesn't give wild animals the right to just mob us around like a piece of meat, Kupo. Yeah, but they're dragons. The phrase wild animals does have a slight implication that you don't perceive them as sapient. And, they very definitely are. They're dragons. We can talk with them. Hello, the remarking Moogle. Something in Tharl Umkash is bugging this Moogle. Anyone help us! We've discovered something in Tharl Umkash that'll make your stomach turn, Kupo. Giant winged insects are infesting the ruins, brooding over eggs which could hatch at any time. Our expedition can't continue with such disgusting beasts in the way. Help us, Kupo. Alright. Insects, you say? Alright, let's get hunting then. Where exactly are we gonna find them? Here we go. Take care of the burrowing Wamara. And then let's see, can we spot the next one from here? There? Any others? There should be one more. I just don't see it from here. It might be higher up. Duh, right, light speed is our movement option for Astrologian. Forgot that for a moment and accidentally used Combust again for no good reason. Okay, one more. Probably gonna be higher up. No, not higher up. Ah, there we go, over by the fishing hole. Okay, now we should be good. Back to the remarking Moogle. Your insects have been dealt with. The ruins should be safe. No more infestation here. Were you able to solve our pest problem? You have our gratitude. Curious Moogle historians of the realm are in your debt. Tharl Umkash was home to the Landlords many ages ago. The area is overflowing with knowledge and history, and we may not take as much as we can back with us, Kupo. Alright, walking on eggshells done. Where are we going next? Looks like Yep, we've got a bit of a quest chain going on here. I had a feeling that's what was happening. Alright, now where is this quest? Further up, further down? There you are. Hello there, glimpsing Moogle. The Moogle expedition has run into an unexpected problem. While we were exploring the ruins, some vile monsters we've never seen before popped out of the eggs littering the area. They were sighted at 3 different locations around the ruins. Dispatch them so the expedition can continue, Kupo. Yeah, we've got quite the big Moogle expedition going on here, it seems. There's a lot of you here on this expedition. We just kind of stumbled into it. Okay, now where can we find more burrowing Wamaro Campe? Here we go. God, there's so many of them. This place really is infested. Okay, where to next? 1 of 3. Oh, good, and we got some very delightful weather kicking in. Looks like an etheric thunderstorm? Umbral static, yeah. Fun! Well, since we're getting some umbral static, I guess we can go into some lore about how the element system works in this world. Screw it, I want an info dump. Alright, so, as you may be aware, there are 6 elements in the world of Final Fantasy XIV. Fire, wind, earth, thunder, lightning, and water. That was not in the proper order, but whatever. Each of these elements has 2 polarities that they may be aligned with, the astral and the umbral. Astral is associated with light, with activity, with movement, and umbral is associated with darkness, with passivity, and with stasis. So if we have umbral static, so static is going to be the lightning element, and it's umbral, so it's going to be passive, it's going to be static, unchanging. So we don't have an actual thunderstorm, but we do have a massive buildup of static electricity, it looks like, just building in the sky. That sounds scary, honestly. Okay, where is this last freaking Wamaro Campe? Not out by the fishing hole. But yeah, I wonder what kind of effects umbral static might have on the wildlife, since we did see a fisher. Thinking about the effects on the fish in particular. I'll put some examples of... Okay, you know what? I'm going to find this Wamaro Campe first, then I will continue my info dump. Okay, here we go. Kind of in the southeastern portion of the circle. Found our Wamaro Campe. Okay, so some examples of what you might expect to find with the different polarities of the different elements. Astral, keeping in mind that astral is activity, and umbral is passivity. An astral fire might be a blazing inferno. An umbral fire might be a dry desert heat. You can immediately kind of see the intuitive difference between the two. The astral fire, the blazing inferno, is very, very active. It's spreading. It's ferocious. The umbral fire is going to be just kind of there, oppressive, not really doing much. It's just present. Many thanks for ridding the ruins of those vile brutes, Kupo. Now we can continue on with our expedition in earnest. Of course. And looks like we've got another quest for the Moogles. I will continue this info dump with more examples once we grab this quest. Alright, malingering Moogle, how goes your end of the expedition? The malingering Moogle is shivering in fear. Our expedition is exploring the ruins of Tharlum Kash to learn of the time when there was peace between the Skylords and the Landlords. None have stepped foot here in ages. To be honest, it's quite frightening, Kupo. It might be time to cut the expedition short. Could you inform the other Moogles that we'll be returning home shortly? I'm too scared to move, so I'll be waiting here. Cowardice! Okay, so, other examples. While I deal with you, other examples, let's go ice. Astral ice. What might astral ice be? Well, you can easily imagine a blizzard or maybe an avalanche, very active movements of ice. While umbral ice would be a glacier, a great big, slowly moving glacier. Wind. Astral wind might be a furious tornado. Umbral wind might be a stale garbage air that you just do not want around. A miasma, perhaps. What? We're leaving already? Well, I suppose it is somewhat sinister here. Yeah, you get home safe. Whatever you've learned, that's something you've learned. That is knowledge you have gained. There's another one over here. Oh, it's probably the one. Yeah, the glimpsing Moogle. The ruins are massive, but the architecture indicates someone or something lived here in comfort. What's that? Time to go home? Well, if you say so, Kupo. It is a bit of a shame. I did, clear out basically all the issues here. And then they have to leave as it's finally peaceful. I do feel a little bad for them, but I've barely been able to scratch the surface of these ruins, but there's so much to see, Kupo. But I am getting quite tired, so I'll suppose I'll go back. And looks like the last two are over here. Ah, here we go. The Miming Moogle. I found traces that Ratatoskir's blood brood once lived here. Most interesting. Oh, the expedition is over? I shall return at once, Kupo. Interesting. Alright, and the last one is... Where are you? Let's try up. There you are, Rummaging Moogle. The ruins resemble Zenith at parts. I wonder what kind of dragons could have lived here, Kupo. Well, I guess we'll explore more tomorrow. There we go, everyone accounted for. So we've done fire, wind, ice. Let's do earth next. Astral Earth might be a massive earthquake. What would Umbral Earth be? Genuinely, what would Umbral Earth be? I'm having trouble thinking of like a good example that's like not extremely basic. A mountain, a great big mountain, I guess would count as Umbral Earth, I suppose. Lightning, I think we've gone over. Lightning could be astral, a raging thunderstorm, or umbral static electricity. So then the last would be water. Astral would be a flood. Umbral would be a stagnant pond, I suppose. Yeah, just some examples of how astral and umbral polarities can show up in the various elements. Some elements are more associated with one polarity or the other. Ice is very, very typically associated with umbral. Lightning is typically associated with astral. In fact, lightning is considered the most astral element, while ice is the most umbral element. But there are astral and umbral polarities of all elements. The ruins are so massive, it's hard to know where to begin. I think I'll just lie down for a bit, Kupo. Ratatoskir. I'll have to do more research into this dragon's true nature. This kind of place is much too large for Moogles. We'd have to take several naps just getting from one place to the other, Kupo. While scouring the ruins, I came across a seal that could have only belonged to the brood of a great dragon. There's still much to explore, Kupo. The Skylords living here must have been a breed like none other, Kupo. Everyone seems to have returned. Thank you, adventure. It seems that these ruins were once home to Skylords loyal to a great worm named Bratatosker. To think that such palaces were dedicated to dragons outside of the great Hraesvelgr and the evil Nidhogg. Bratatosker must surely have rivaled them in greatness, Kupo. As interesting as the ruins are, staying here fills me with a sense of dread. For now, the expedition will return home. Thank you once again, adventure. Alright, and the great Tharl Umkash expedition is complete. 6 quests remain, I believe. Looks like we are heading down to the Rookery next. We've got at least 2 quests here. Let's start with the Mog Squad assembles. Hello, Mogzoon. A Moogle in knight's armor is flitting to and fro in the Rookery. Ah, you're here at last, Kupo. The example you've set forth has inspired me and my stalwart allies to take up the defense of Moogle kind. When wild Skylords come knocking on our doors, the Mog Squad will be there to beat them back into the skies, Kupo. The rest of the recruits are practicing one of the most vital tactics, patrolling. Find Mogcon and Mogoot so the Mog Squad can start its first training drill. The Mog Squad, you say? Alright, let's see, where are they? Not you. I do see Mogcon over here. Oh, you're a black mage. Take this, rock, fire, direct hit, Kupopo. Mooglekind could not ask for a more capable defender. Oh, adventure, what's that? Drill time? I'll leave right away. Alright, where's the other one? Get the feeling they're probably going to be somewhere along the edge, so we'll check there first. There you are! All quiet on the western front? Oh, is it that time already? To the drill I shall go, Kupo. There we go, the Mog Squad has been assembled. Let's check back in. Duty calls, Kupo. Magic's all about taking your time with the incantations. And that is why Black Mage is such a slow caster. The Mog Squad has assembled, only our courage stands between Mooglekind and Nidhogg's vengeful wrath. Nidhogg's dead, friend. This adventurer has kindly volunteered to lead the Mog Squad into the realm of greatness. We have much more to learn under your watchful eye, Commander. Troops, the drills begins henceforth. Begin by slaying your assigned beast. Dismissed, Kupo. Why do I get the feeling I'm going to have to help them? Indeed, I am going to have to help both of them. Alright, let's do branching out first, I believe. Well, hello there. You're a big friend. Oh, you are an A rank. Hi! Yeah, I'm not going to deal with you right now. Mogzoon is staring down his surroundings with all of his might. Ah, I spy a Melia right over there. As that's my assigned beast, I'd best slay it before it scurries away in fright, Kupo. Of course I can't do battle without instruction. If you cut down 3 Melia and bring me a branch from each, that should be enough to inspire me. This sounds fair enough. Let's stay away from the A rank. Watch how I do, learn from my example, and you'll be able to fight them yourself. Branching out, haha. Very funny. Alright, I'll fight 2 more and then back to Mogzoon. Alright, Mogzoon, I have slain all 3 of the Melia you wanted me to kill. And here are your branches. There's no better way to learn than by seeing. Did you bring the Melia branches, Kupo? I did. The gnarled appendage of a living tree once occupied by a Melia. Ah yes, these are indeed Melia branches. I trust you gave them a sound thrashing. Your fighting inspires me to new heights, Commander. I am so inspired, in fact, that I am already quite tuckered out. A trainee must not overexert himself too early. Rest is when we can reflect upon lessons learned. Drill over, Kupo. Drill not over? You haven't done anything. I just got conned. Well, surely the other Moogle won't also con me. Surely. Alright, Mogcon, what do you need to fight? Mogcon is shaking her wand furiously at the air. See those mist drakes over there? Those are my targets. Now all I have to do is hit them with a fireball and win, right? But what if I miss, Kupo? I need you to go engage their strength for me. Slay them and bring me 3 of their tails. Then we'll know exactly what kind of beast we're dealing with. I'm getting conned again. I'm getting conned again. It's happening. Well, might as well do as Mogcon says. Surely she won't betray me. Okay, I'll go fight 2 more and then report back. Alright, the drakes have been dealt with. Back to Mogcon, who is surely going to go and fight some herself, right? That didn't look too hard, Kupo. Did you bring their tails? I did. This Mist Drake tail is the best you ever had. Ah, so these are Drake tails. Doesn't look like anything me and my Moogle magic can't handle. But I might need just a little more training before trying to burn one down myself. Having a goal is the first step towards growth. Drill over, Kupo. No, drill not over. Get... Oh. Well, this is annoying. Okay, there's the next step. A rocky start way off to the northwest. Also, what learning entails? Yeah, I picked up on the pun. A rocky start. Yeah, we're fighting golems, aren't we? Hi, Magoot. Magoot is watching the nearby golems with a keen eye. My assigned training targets are just over there. The golems cannot escape the watchful eye of Magoot, sniper extraordinaire. I did have something to ask of you, however. Although I trust Mogzoon's judgment, I wanted to see our commander's strength for myself, Kupo. Attest to your strength by bringing me 3 cores from the limestone golems hulking around the area. Alright, fine, I'll prove myself. These Moogles are getting on my nerves now. I'm with Sigurd, actually. Alright, there we go. 2 more, and then I'll report back. It was easy, Magoot. It was absolutely easy. The golems crumbled as dirt before your wrath. Did you bring their cores, Kupo? I did. Limestone golems, soul stones. The magic imbued heart of a limestone golem. Yes, these will do splendidly. After seeing you fight, I believe the Mog Squad could ask for no more qualified a commander. In fact, I doubt I'll ever be able to defend my home so skillfully. Well, one must know their weaknesses to improve on them. Drill over, Kupo. Again, drill's not okay. Mog Squad, you're off to a terrible start. Terrible start. And looks like we're meeting back up over here. There you are, Mog Squad. Oh, dear God. Did you tame them, or are you under attack from them for revenge? It's hopeless, Kupo! Help us, Kupo! Yeah, I think they want revenge. The Mog Squad is surrounded by a host of malicious-looking monsters. These monsters just surrounded us out of nowhere, Kupo. They don't look very happy. Commander, you have to do something. I'm negotiating with them! I'm negotiating with them! Now, Kupo, run for your lives, Kupo-po! You jerks! Did not expect to try and negotiate with the monsters. Oh, that is fantastic. Holy crap. Alright, quickly, let's hunt them down. Save the Mog Squad. They're down from here, okay. So they're probably down in this pit. MogCon! You've got a Drake after you. Yeah, I think it's... Yeah. I think what they want is the parts of their siblings that we stole back. Would you mind giving it back to them, MogCon, so they can grieve properly? And then we leave them alone forever? That's the spell. What was the incantation again? Koopa-po? Oh, the beast is already dead? Thank you, Commander. I was so scared. I don't think the Mog Squad is ready for this. I truly, truly don't. Oh, look, I've got my own dragon I ride. When the heck did I get a dragon mount? Hold on. Which one is... It's not the cavalry Drake. Ophelia! Yeah, okay, I got you from PvP. Fair enough. There we go. Melia down. If you weren't here, Commander. Oh, time to make a break for it, Kupo. That is the slowest running away I've ever seen. Lucky for you, nearsighted Jigo isn't after you. Alright then. One last Moogle to save. I feel like I've done a full loop at this point. Where are they? There's no interior to go to. This is too high. Where the heck are they? There you are! Hello, Magoot. Let's take care of your golem problem. Alright, you get out of here. Before you piss off any more creatures. I've never been so frightened, Commander. I owe you my life. Alright, Mog Squad, we need to talk. We need to have a very serious Mikote to Moogle conversation. Y'all are not ready for this. I just want to go home, Kupo. I can't believe we escaped, Kupo. Commander, the other Moogles told me the true stories of their drills, Kupo. It seems that we all may have asked you to do our duties for us. I knew something was amiss. We must have angered the Great Worm Hraesvelgr by shirking our responsibilities, or else this would not have happened. How could we have ever hoped to defend this realm, Kupo? It is only thanks to you, Commander, that we are all still safe. We'll return to our quiet lives and give up on the excitement of being defenders. It saddens me to say that this will be the last gathering of the Mog Squad. Troops, disassemble, Kupo! Rest in peace, Mog Squad. You will not be missed. Okay. One last quest for today. And good news, we ended up right back over here where it is waiting for us to pick it up. Oh, crap. No. No, no weavers. Fine, I'll fight you, but only so I can get past you and talk to the rummaging Moogle. Damn, we actually managed to get 15 whole quests in without once going to a saw. And I think this will lead us to being almost entirely caught up on quests outside of a saw. This Moogle scavenger looks empty-handed and crestfallen. I've been working tirelessly gathering tools once belonging to the Landlords that are scattered about these dragon-infested ruins. But those vicious weavers attacked me and stole my hard work. The nerve, Kupo. Say, you look the sort who can deal with bullies. Please, get my tools back. The weavers stole 3 of them right out from right out of my paws, Kupo. Damn, I wish that weaver had just waited 5 seconds so I could pick up the quest first. No, you come back here. You come back here. We're not done fighting, Juniper. I'll give you all the Gissel Greens you need. We're just not done fighting yet. Alright, I'll take care of 2 more, and then we can report back to the rummaging Moogle. There we go, got all the tools and got sneak attacked by one final weaver. Here you are. I can't very well end my day's work empty pod. Do you have what the dragon stole from me, Kupo? I do indeed. The sparkly what's-it's, an old tool left by the Landlords. Its purpose lost to the winds of time. Yes, these are the tools I found. Many thanks for returning them, adventurer. The Skylords still hold a grudge towards the Landlords and their kin, and are loath to allow even Moogles to use the ancient tools of their enemies. Us Moogles don't care one way or the other about grudges, and if you ask me, it's not like the tools are to blame for the sins of the past, Kupo. Alright, woo, gathering materia. I'll just grab whatever I want. And that is another full quarter of all the quests in the Churning Mists. Next time on Final Fantasy XIV, more main story. And next week, I think before we get back to more Churning Mists, we're actually going to have another seasonal event. We're hitting that time of year, I believe. I will see everyone next time for that.